the light looks like. And please don't start talking before people come in. Please.
All right, let me.
I don't think you need to turn them down, do you?
I don't know what the lights are.
So you went live and you left the room?
Yeah, I did. I went live and left the room.
And you went live early.
I did. I did, Your Highness. I sure did. I sure did, Your Worship.
Why would you do that? Oh, you went live.
I did.
You went live and you left the room.
I went live and I left the room. You know, you always give me these instructions, and when I follow these instructions that you give.
You can't go live and leave the room. Jeez.
Oh. Just call me a rotary phone.
Wagwan.
Oh, I can see that television flashing in that.
Which way did I part my hair? I can't remember.
Let me turn this TV this way.
Wagwan, everybody. You guys were here. We're late. Nino went live and then he left the room. You ever hear anything so? He went live and left the room while I was making the tea,
I don't quite understand when you say we're late. Late for what? Late for today and early for tomorrow?
We were late. We're supposed to be sitting in our chairs, ready to go at 4:30. Do you agree with me? Who do we got here? We got Martin. We got Gary. We got Bluebird, Nobius Nightshade.
And I like to say, wagwan, beautiful people.
I just
love my entry. I love my entry. I don't care what she says. I'm late. I'm late for today and early for tomorrow. Come on. What do you mean late? What are we late for?
You're late.
What exactly
Martin saying, hey, guys. Bluebird saying, hello, wagwan. Gary says, yes, you're late, Nino.
I am late.
Follow the boss's orders.
Hey, but check this out. Better late than never.
Tell him again, follow the boss's orders.
You can call me late all you want, just don't call me late for dinner.
Nobius is saying, what's up to everybody?
Wagwan people.
Ninja Twan is here.
Ninja Scratch. Ninja Twan.
Are you okay? Take a sip of tea. Maydeen is here.
Wagwan, Maydeen. Big up yourself. Welcome. Hey, has Maydeen ever been to a channel before?
No, everybody. Put up the number one sign for Maydeen. Put up number one.
Maydeen, number one.
This is her first time here, so put up number one.
Wicked.
Thanks for being here.
And, you know, I was having this conversation this morning with.
Nobius says Nino's here finally.
Finally, wicked. I was having this conversation this morning with one of my YouTube buddies, and he's saying that
your YouTube buddies.
Yeah.
Who?
Nadine.
Oh, Nadine
and Dean. And so they were calling me out this morning saying, oh, yeah, you're the boss. You're the number one. I said, no, you need to get it straight. I said, I'm the number two. It's the number one. I'm not afraid to say she's the boss. Because a lot of men make this
double
mistake.
Dollar sign boss. No, not the
no? Okay.
There's no stuttering.
A lot of guys make this mistake. You know, every day we.
God have mercy.
Jesus Christ. Turn the camera up on me a little bit. No? The people that want to see me, Turner.
Excuse me.
The people that want to see me, I know y'all the one that want to see me.
Do you have your tea? Pass my tea, please.
Is that mine or yours?
Mine is here.
All right.
Okay, finish your story.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was saying that a lot of men seem to have this thought within their minds and their heads that they're the boss. But if you're a real man, a true down to earth, you know that she's the boss. We just pretend to be the boss. Well, at least I do. I pretend to be the boss half the time, but I know who the true boss lady is, and I respect that. She's the boss lady. All right, I give her props, you know. But how you guys doing? What's going on this illustrious Sunday afternoon? Outside looks rather sunny. It's nice. Things are going. There's been a whole lot of things happening this week, though. A whole lot of. But we're going to try to stay this week out of the politic thing and just talk about general happenings around the world, what we've been doing, what the kids have been doing, the grandkids.
How do you forget the biggest thing of all that's happened? It's Easter weekend.
Yes,
Easter, everybody.
Yes. How dare I forget?
You didn't forget Easter.
Happy Easter. I did not forget Happy Easter. What I forgot to do was to wish you guys a Happy Easter.
You sure did.
Trust me, I have my bun and cheese. I'm a fried fish. And
no fried fish.
I mean,
we fried fish till we became fish this weekend.
I want to tell you something about the frying fish episode this week. I went out and spent a bag of money. Buying fish. And after I got home, the boss lady says to me that we don't have enough fish. And you know hold on a minute. Let me finish my story. You know the reason we don't have enough fish? For one simple reason.
What?
My mom needs some fish.
Of course.
I said, okay, I get that. But we have plenty fish here where we can share and send some over to your mom.
It wasn't going to be enough.
Right? She said there wasn't going to be enough. So I had to go back out at the 11th hour. Just imagine this. On a Thursday night at the 11th hour, I'm hitting the supermarket, spending what I normally buy on a normal day, $7.99 a pound. I'm now paying $16.99 a pound. The price has more than doubled.
Good for you.
Okay.
Who told you to wait till the last minute?
I bought that fish. So for $47, I had 7 measly little teke. They sold me for $47. And I came home and I got the fish already. And now, if you can imagine this, I have a whole aluminum pan full of fish in the fridge that we can't even finish because this one felt that we couldn't share some of the ones we had. We had to buy more.
Because you never know.
Oh, come on. It was enough fish,
you never know. That's why who pops by. So you have to have fish.
And here's my other dilemma. I went in that aluminum pan this afternoon to grab a fish for lunch.
Okay. And there's plenty.
Guess what I find?
What?
Plenty, all right.
Yeah.
The fish that I got, the original batch that I bought before I buy the teke.
Okay.
The original batch, they were big 2.5 pounders. So needless to say, I had to cut them in halves, right? I cut them in halves. I ended up with 8 pieces cut in halves. Now 16. You can do the math, right? I'm sure you can. But in any event, when I go back in this afternoon to get a fish from this aluminum pan, you know what I find?
Fish heads.
8 rotted fish head. Everybody yam out the fish tail, them a pure fish head left. How is that?
That fish tail was
I don't understand.
Who the hell wants to eat the fish head with the eyes staring at you?
Well, who's going to eat all this fish head now? Me?
Hey.
Come on now. You guys are so out of order.
I eat the tails.
I was quite shocked.
I'm not a fan of the fish heads. Do you guys agree with me? It's all about the tails.
The other little dilemma that we had is, I don't know, for you people that are in and around Toronto that are aware of this bakery that we have in Toronto that bakes hard-dough bread. It's called Sunlight Bakery. So I went down there to buy a hard-dough bread on the Thursday. Mind you, I was really busy on the Thursday, just running around, picking up a lot of things, getting the fish together. Go down to Sunlight Bakery to buy this bread. Stood in line for an hour and 45 minutes to buy a hard-dough bread. What? Mind you, after about an hour of standing in the line, I realized that I was invested. There's no way I'm leaving at this point.
More than invested.
There's no way I'm leaving at this point. So I look outside, and what do I see outside? There's a lady there in a wheelchair, and this poor lady sitting there.
Good Samaritan.
She wanted a bread, but I'm there looking at her thinking it's going to be an awful struggle for her to get this bread. So I signaled to her, "Are you in need of a bread?" She said, "Yes, 1." She put up the number 1 finger. I think she has sent me a number 1, but nonetheless, I decided to grab a bread for her and bring it out to her because there's no point standing in line for an hour and 45 minutes.
God, what a long bread story. Go on, keep going.
The story them long.
Keep going.
The story them long. Just to buy 1 bread. So I end up buying a few breads and drop 1 off for my brethren and 1 for my daughter and 1 for here and 1 for the
lady. The bread tough now, you see?
No, but you see that bread now? When you buy that bread day of baked.
Oh, it's nice and soft.
It is so nice and soft that I struggled to get home with that bread still intact. Afi, do what them do?
What?
Afi broke bread. Me don't have to broke bread.
You and your long story, you're making the chat run away.
No, man, I don't have to broke bread. In seriousness though, but the bread itself, after a few days, what them call it?
It's as tough as a rock.
Breadcrumbs. Don't you think that's funny?
No.
I'm corny, right?
You're very corny.
Boy, I tell you.
Now, Nobia says Nino is finally here because he was late.
Yes.
Okay.
Cheers to that.
Everybody's
Nobia.
saying, giving Maydeen the #1 sign, and Maydeen saying thanks to everybody. This is her first time here. We're making her feel welcome.
Nadine. Welcome.
Bluebird is saying hello. Nobia says that you are, says boss. But Nino has the final say. Absolutely not. Nobius, absolutely not.
Why you talk say? No, you talk nonsense.
That you have the final say?
Me give you the title of boss, but let me say you have final say.
No. Gary says, I can tell the Nilos that Lo is the boss.
No, I give her
Gary, exclamation
Gary, I'll
mark.
tell you this. I will give her the nod.
Okay.
She is the boss. But when it comes to the final, renge, see ya.
All right.
Me make the decision.
Now, Ninja Twan says that the weather is nice. It is nice today, and I hope to get it outside after this live. He says the weather is nice. He's back at home, and it's cleanup time.
Ninja Twan, it was a pleasure having you. Ninja Twan popped by and saw us on Good Friday.
Yes, sampled some of the fish. We got to meet his little boy.
Yes.
So happy Easter to you.
Get some bun and cheese and ting.
Yes.
Pure niceness.
Appreciate
that drop.
And Ninja Twan is telling everybody happy Easter. And Bluebird says, yes, Nino and Lo, teamwork, double stars. Thank you.
Big up.
Everybody's putting up the fish. Ninja Twan and
you know what we should call ourselves?
Bluebird.
The 1-2 punch.
You'll be the 2. I'll be the number 1.
The 1-2.
I'll be the 1. You can be the 2.
Yeah, go on.
Nobius is saying, welcome to Maydeen, being her first time. Maydeen says, yeah, I caught your video from Good Friday. Do you see all that fish we were frying? Oh my goodness.
that was a fiasco. That
fish
was a
for
dilemma.
Days. No, it was good.
But I'm still debating what I should be doing with that oil because I got a lot of oil. I'm still debating. 2
big jugs of oil, and the oil is not cheap anymore.
Yeah,
everything's so expensive.
I'm thinking. I'm not discarding.
Oh my gosh. Nobia says Fish Fry Day was amazing. And Ninja Twan says I should have taken some. You could have. We had so many damn
Ninja
fish.
Twan never take fish.
No, I think he just tried the fish. I believe he tried the shrimps, the pepper
the
swimps.
pepper swimps. And
But
Ninja
he didn't
Twan,
take any.
Ninja Twan, between me and you still enough. I give 2 fish head.
Listen, Gary says, Lo, stop it. I love my fish head. You can't have the fish head.
All right. See, that Gary loves the fish
tails
head.
we say over here.
Gary loves the fish head. I mean, I tell you.
Listen, Nino wants to bite up all the bones in the fish head. Ain't
No,
nobody
Gary's good at that.
No.
Gary, you see the way
Gary loves the.
You see the way he went out the pepper
Gary
swims?
also popped by.
Yeah?
Gary popped by on Good Friday. They managed to taste the shrimp and the fish, the butter and cheese. It was a good time here. Good Friday.
Hey, listen, people.
Good time.
People between me and you know. When Gary done with this pepper swim,
it
not just burn him, but it looked like a grind I go through. The man grind. I didn't tear.
That's how you're supposed to eat it.
He knows how to eat it though. We waste it.
Yeah.
We waste it. But
Ninja Twan, you should have taken some. You should have. We should have given you some to take, actually. Bluebird says, hope everyone has their bun and cheese snacking on. Ours is done, right? We have a little piece left.
Yeah, we have a little piece. I think we've gone through.
Nobius is sending the fish emoji.
Pepper shrimp.
Maydeen says, no worries, friends. We'll come for some.
By the time you reach it, done.
And Bluebird is laughing, just fish heads left. I tell you, everybody goes for the tails. First thing, tails.
You guys are something else. And you know what I find, though? I find the, we normally get the 1.5 pounders.
Yeah.
Those, I don't like those.
They're too small. You need a good size fish that you can cut in half.
2.5 pound fish that I've got and having to cut them in half, I think that really stand up a lot better too.
Life with Nadine and family is here.
Nadine, big up on herself.
She says, happy Easter, Nino and
everybody
Lo.
say hello to
We also got
Dean.
Goga is here.
Bless
Goga
up yourself,
says,
Goga.
so bright over here.
Yeah, man.
Wagwan family.
Bless up yourself.
Everybody welcoming Goga and Life with Nadine and family. Those are our YouTube family there,
That's
guys.
right. Big up on yourself.
And We Are Dream Warriors is here. Another big up to We Are Dream Warriors. Happy Easter, everybody. He says fresh bread is the best, but it does get tough after a few days. Thanks.
How about homemade bread? Because we used to make homemade bread many moons ago.
And Goga's saying happy Easter, fam. Happy Easter. Simone TV is also
Goga.
here. Wagwan, the girl.
TV.
Simone
hey, I want to share with
celebrated a birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Simone. Nice to have you here.
Belated.
Before you go any further, I want to talk about my boy Dean this afternoon and Nadine. And I cook up some cold foot. Dean, Mr. Dean cook some cold foot and him cook some dirty gal this man. If you guys don't know what dirty gal is, it's all about salt mackerel and some dumpling.
So why they call it dirty gal?
I don't want to get into that. We'll leave that alone. We'll leave that for Dean to explain one day about the dirty gal thing. But the cold foot, Dean cook a wicked cold foot to them.
How many of you in the chat partake in cold foot?
Oh,
I personally,
I think cold foot
that
is awesome.
Miss me. That can miss me. Ain't nobody got time for cow foot.
I'll take 2 servings. I'll have yours as well.
So everybody's hailing everybody here. Simone, Goga, Nadine. Life with Nadine is telling everybody blessings.
But hold on a second, because
Simone, Goga wants you to scream his name. Scream his name.
Goga!
Oh, she did.
Hey, hold on. This is the Informer window. I don't like to see people pass the window without
acknowledging.
Yeah, who's that guy over there?
I don't know that guy. I've never seen that guy before. Guys, we sit down in front of the window and we bring you Informer window and we say we see the people. Everybody that's passing by. So if everybody's got a story on a Sunday afternoon, we're talking about
just look in. We're talking about, and it's amazing the amount of people that drive by to get a glimpse and take pictures of the Informer window as we sit.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you
Not
know.
to dox where we are, but if you know, you know. Now, Ninja Twan is saying fish head. I don't think he likes fish head either.
So Ninja Twan, I take it you don't go for cold foot either.
No,
cold foot and cold skin. Those are, as I always say, ancestral foods.
Ancestral foods. Hey,
I love it.
Open this for me.
Love it.
So everybody's greeting everybody. I love it. Now, Medine says about the oil. I think you can keep it for months once you strain, bottle, and store it in a cool
Nadine,
place.
That's precisely what I've done.
Nadine,
pardon me. I've actually strained off the oil, and what I did was the bottles that the oil came in the little plastic jugs.
You go get it.
I've refilled.
The oil is. I think the oil is fine.
Probably.
Now, Life with Nadine is agreeing. She says no fish head with Nadine. I don't know why he doesn't just cut the fish head right off. And then just discard it and just fry the long part of the tail.
Half the fish would be gone. I tell you something. I did get a fish that was sold to me at the fishmonger that had no head.
Yeah, that's how it should be, because nobody wants the head.
So what are you trying to say? Next year I should just get head? Just get the body?
Yes.
And what do we do with the head? Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Before I tell you about my idea, this is the jug.
See, the oil looks fine to me.
There's a little bit of sediment on top, but I think that's from the flavoring that I had in there.
They can't see because the label. You have to turn it sideways. Oh. See, the oil is still clear. There's nothing wrong with the oil.
Still pretty clear. There's a couple jugs of them,
and it's already flavored nicely.
And it's nicely flavored, but I was debating whether I should just get rid of them.
See. Bluebird is saying
still pretty useful.
You were going wild with the pepper, and Jamaica is here. Wagwan,
welcome, Jamaica. Welcome
Easter.
To the live.
Jamaica's down there in the heat.
Hey guys, don't forget to give us those thumbs up. If you tap the screen twice, it will give us a thumbs up. If you're on your phone, if not, I believe it's the top left-hand side of your screen. If you're on a laptop or a desktop.
They know the drill.
Now,
Beastmaster 61 just reached. Just reached. Wagwan Beastmaster. That sounds like a breakdancing around the way.
You feel me?
Name from back in the day. Were you a breakdancer? Beastmaster 61. Everybody's blessing up everybody.
If you're a breakmaster, you remember this. You remember what's that?
Now,
what do they call that?
Like that means you're biting. You're
You're
biting your
biting.
style. Yeah, you're a biter.
You're a biter.
Goga say, yeah, man, bless up your nice, clean self,
Bless
Nino
up
and Lo.
Goga.
Now, Goga
Bless up
is in
Goga.
Nigeria, I believe. He's definitely
I think
in Africa.
he's in the UK. I think he's in the UK. Goga,
I don't know.
I think Goga's in the UK.
But Goga
shout us out. Let us know. Are you in
African,
the UK?
but he can speak the patois, you
Yeah,
see.
man. Goga knows
And
things.
if you haven't
Know
connected
his
to
things.
Goga, guys,
Chime
go ahead
in.
and connect to Goga. He
Chime
has a
in to
YouTube
Goga.
channel. Does
You
good
know,
things over there, as well as
Goga,
Jamaica.
El
Jamaica on the
Presidente.
gardening over there. Beastmaster says, happy Easter, Nino, and happy Easter back
Happy
to you
Easter
too.
to you. Peace out. We love
And Ninja Twan said, when bread get tough, you know, it's the best time for bread pudding. That's true.
Well, you're right.
That
you're
is
absolutely
true.
right about
But you know
that.
what I do with my
Absolutely
tough hard-dough
right.
bread? What I did with it today? Nino made some cornmeal porridge.
Cornmeal
I
porridge.
put it in the cornmeal porridge.
But you're absolutely
Love
right,
that.
Ninja Twan. The bread pudding is perfect with that hard-boiled bread. That's
because
and a matter of fact,
nice,
that same bread
dense
shop,
bread.
they sell bread puddings in there.
Oh, do they?
That's what
why.
they do with all their leftover breads.
Nobius says, nice to see you here, Beastmaster 61.
This thing's scrolling. Can't see
you can't see that. That's why you have your phone.
Right.
Life with the Dean says, low stop. I think she's talking about the fish head. Me no want no fish head with the two eyes staring at me.
You want them say what the fish head do?
What?
Big Sunday morning, you lay down in a bed, for you boil 2 banana and steam 2 fish head.
All you done already?
Hey, speaking of that,
getting into
Dean, my boy Dean, put on some lyrics today. What's Dean's channel again?
Dean White, Blind Visionary.
Yes, man. He put down some freestyling today. I was impressed. Dean, I'm waiting to hear your studio work, man. I was doing good.
Now, Simone TV says, I love Cofoot. Jamaica says, not me. Nobia says, not me. Ninja says, no Cofoot for me. Mama love it, though. Now, Ladine says, greetings to We Are Dream Warriors. Goga says, so you are people watching. We are people watching.
We're always people watching, Goga. We look out.
Goga.
And this is something that we started back in the days of the pandemic. We just sit on our window and we look out. And if you ever think you can walk on the street and thief a bike or walk on the street when you're not supposed to, we will spot you.
And we'll go up and we'll call you out. Yes.
We'll call you out. Hi, besides it.
No, not that bad.
There's really not anybody there. That's no
Google
besides.
says receipts, people everywhere. I'm telling you. Bluebird says, I haven't tried cow foot, but don't cows have a hoof? Tell them, Bluebird. Tell them about cow foot. It's cow hoof.
So we should call it cow hoof.
Cow hoof. You're going to disappoint a whole nation because they've been calling it cow foot since the beginning of time.
It's cow foot, chicken foot, cow foot. But then they call it pig trotters.
Well, now listen, Gary says, folks, Nino and Lo are excellent hosts. Nino gave me an invite for Easter and I took him up on it.
Yes.
Tremaine, who I hadn't seen since he was yay high, is truly his parents' son. Thank you all. And Gary, we had a great time having you here. We were up till past midnight chatting and laughing and eating. It was truly a good Friday. And I'm so glad you came. So glad you came. And that's the thing.
And that's how it is. Yeah, our house, people just pull up. They just pull up whenever.
Speaking of the informer window, look what's coming up. Look at that.
Who is
now? That is, you know who's coming? That's the Terminator. When it comes to food, that's the Terminator. Now that is going to finish up the fish heads. I tell you.
Yeah. We can't let him know.
You have to call him because he's going to go to the backyard.
We have to limit him.
No, we don't limit him.
Wait. But let's limit him to 2 heads.
This
Can we do that?
Is our neighbor.
If we don't, he's going to swallow up all the fish.
He comes and he's going to go to the back and stop him. And all the food that we cook here that we never eat, all the stuff that Nino eats, he'll finish. That's the Terminator. Yes, here he is.
You guys are gonna witness.
Okay, you have to come and say hi to the live.
The Terminator, as we're looking out the informer window.
See, you can't pass the window and don't come in.
That's
the Terminator.
That's the Terminator.
So, you know the fish heads are done now because the Terminator is going to finish the fish head. Because we were just wondering about what we're going to do with the fish head. There's Miles. Come to grab the fish heads. Jamaica says you can use fish heads in the garden. How, Jamaica? Tell me. And
just
now
gonna
you're
get
gonna
the
tell me
raccoons-
after I dash away all the
Jamaica, we're just gonna, if we start putting fish heads out there, the raccoons are gonna gravitate to it.
yeah.
And there's gonna be
Nadine
a
says
whole
that
family
is
of them
it,
back there.
Nino, pick
You're
truckers.
crazy. No, what I suggest we do with the fish heads though is we can make fish tea.
Fish tea.
I mean, make some fish soup.
These Jamaicans like to nice up everything. Fish tea.
Yeah.
It's not tea, it's soup.
But we call it fish. Never
Oh,
mind.
Pinky FM is here
can't
saying
forget.
happy Easter to everybody. Famous, unknown, Wagwan, famous.
Unknown.
He said
You're
hello
famous as
to
rotted.
everybody and happy Easter to everyone. Wagwan, I believe this is Famous's first time here too. So
I do
everybody,
believe.
welcome Famous.
Give
He's
Famous
another
a
one of
number
our
one.
YouTube
One them up.
family.
One them up.
And if you
One them up.
haven't connected to Famous, guys, please connect to Famous. He's great fun over there.
For real.
Simone and Goga are laughing. Goga is welcoming Famous. We have the Invisible Man there here.
Rotted.
The Invisible
Them
Man.
Them all coming out invisible. They seem to come on Nino and look.
Invisible Man 77 is saying happy.
We got people.
Okay, that
got,
little
you know
dog.
that?
No. You know why they're walking on the other side of the street today? Because the last time they were on
shit
this
on the
side
lawn?
and
I
he
mean,
shit on the lawn.
sorry.
I opened the
He
door.
defecated
I didn't
on the
have
lawn?
to say anything. I opened the door as they tried to walk away and they doubled back and picked up that dog poop. Yeah, ain't nobody got time to be cleaning up your dog poop. So.
We have a little utility box on our property, and it seems to be a bit of they call it a signboard, where every dog that passes there, they stop and they
have to leave. They have to leave a deposit into the bank
because somehow there's a message left there for dogs that seem to have visited there previously.
It says poo here, pee here.
So we just call it a signboard. They all seem to stop. No matter what, the dog will always stop there.
Oh yeah.
So that's very
now Nadine is saying Goga is the president on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
Such is
El
true.
Presidente.
Goga says I'm awesome. I'm
El
awesome.
Presidente. We love that. Chairman of the board.
Now Nadine is
Appreciate
saying
you,
Goga,
Goga.
please close your mouth because Goga is putting up
Hey,
the emoji
Goga,
with the big mouth.
Goga, we talk the things, Be careful.
Dream Warrior says Sunday
Watch
at
Goga.
4:30. This is the place to
This
be.
is it, baby.
Thank you,
This is
Dream
it.
Warriors.
So what's been happening out there with you guys? What's all new? Talk to us. Big up on
Look at all this, and I have to talk.
So
Can you let me get through the chat before you ask the people?
I should stop talking.
Stop talking a minute.
Go on, do your thing. Let me
Lord of mercy.
Let me myself
Lord
disappear.
of mercy.
With the paper bag. Let me put the paper bag on my head.
Now the Terminator, yes, guys, that is the Terminator. Let me tell you.
Is it the Terminator or the Determinator?
Well, either way,
I know
we always have a fridge full of test dishes that sometimes Nino will test a dish before we actually film the dish, or he'll try a different twist on something that he's thinking about. So at any given day, there's all sorts of food in the fridge that you can put together. And everybody that's in this house, we're not touching it. It's Uber or takeout or whatever. Nobody's really eating
it. You guys are all spoiled.
So when the Terminator comes around, all right.
But anyway, a message I back up.
Yeah, they are.
All right. So
Jamaica says, dig in. You can make 511 with it. What is 511? What's 511? She says you can make 511. Tell me, Jamaica, what is
511?
I don't know. What's 511? Or how do you use the fish in the garden? Now Ninja Twan says fish tea soup. How did I forget?
Yes,
Ninja Twan. And how do you make fish tea soup? Just like any soup?
Yeah, you would know. You're all Canadian.
No, but you tell us. Nobius is
it's like a fish
sending
broth.
up the number one finger to Famous. Nice. Famous says it's actually his second time here.
Oh, wicked. Well, we welcome you for a second time.
Okay.
Welcome you for a second.
Now,
but hold on. You bring a friend?
Maybe a friend bring him.
Out. That's true.
Okay.
But next time, why you bring our friends in?
Now, Jamaica says
can't be sharing this love. You're not having this love and not sharing it.
Jamaica says my mom put some cayenne pepper down for those dogs and they stopped doing that. Yes. Yeah, I have my cayenne pepper ready for my raccoons. True Jamaican justice. Miss said we can't. It's a little bit wicked, but sometimes very necessary. Jamaican justice, jungle justice. Now, Life with the Dean and Family says, Goga, sorry I missed your live, but Dean was live at the same time. And I had to go visit Nino to give back the support. That's all good.
I hang out with Goga for a bit this afternoon, and as well as the Dean.
Yeah, we have to try to share the love. We try. But if
Journey,
you
I
miss,
hang out with Journey
if you
as
miss
well.
a day, then that's all
You
good.
know, we just try to pass the love, try to share the love within the community. Big up everybody.
Oh, 511 is fish fertilizer and it's high in nitrogen. Okay, you just taught me something.
Interesting.
But does it smell like fish? Is it going to attract the critters?
And that's the thing we're trying to avoid is we've got enough critters back there that seems to be invading. So we're trying to avoid
I don't want to put too
critters.
many. I don't want to put too. Oh, there's the little man from next door walking his dog.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of dog walkers here, eh?
Yes. But that man he had a stroke. So when he walks his dog, and he looks a lot better now than he did. So walking his dog gets him good exercise. But the fish tea.
511.
The fish tea.
Yeah, man, fish tea, as I was mentioning earlier, the fish tea is really, if you take just the fish head and you boil it with some carrots, some celery, some onions. You can even put some potatoes in there as well, and just extract all the nutrients, all the flavor.
Fish tea with a lot of fish meat, not just the.
Well, you can, because the meat itself is going to really just boil off the bones.
Yeah,
and then you can discard the bones. You still get the flavoring, or at least the fish base out of it.
Now, Famous says, I remember Dream Warriors from back in the day. I love my Canadian artists. Yes, Famous. Dream Warriors. I'm the number one Dream Warriors fan, right?
I think you're number one. Your mother's number two.
Yes. So everybody should know that.
as well as her mother's something else, because she often talk about her favorite rap artist is NWA. Easy-E from NWA.
She likes them hardcore, straight out of Compton. But anyways, yeah, guys, we're very spoiled. We have Dream Warriors in the chat, and Dream Warriors is a big deal, guys. He's a big deal.
All my friends are a big deal.
If you guys, yeah,
right.
When after this chat, guys, Google Dream Warriors. They're Canadian rap artists that are very well acclaimed.
As they say, they're the first Canadian rap group to be signed to an international label.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So Dream Warriors were Drake before there was anything called.
So big up yourself, DW.
Legends in the game, I say.
Or you can always click and go to their channel.
Legends in the game.
Because he does have a channel that he's just starting to get up and going. So you can go on there and get a little bit of what they do. I can't say this. Damilola Bocola TV is here.
Can we just call you Cola TV? You said a cola up on the end like Champion Cola.
And she's saying, hello, Nino, and low.
Big up yourself, Dami.
She says, Nino, could you comment on your vision for your channel, says Gary.
My vision for my
Gary
channel.
Always comes deep
I'll tell you something. That the channel itself right now, guys, and I always say this, that we're laying down a foundation for this channel. So we're doing a lot of cooking, a lot of gardening, and but ultimately we can only do this for another couple more years. And after the couple more years, what we plan to do is we plan to travel a lot overseas and do a lot of travel vlogging and feature a lot of hotels, resorts, restaurants, foodery, you name it. I'm a food guy, and I will always be a food guy.
He's a food snob.
So anything to do with food, you'll always find me hovering around. And boss lady here, she loves her gardening. She's got a green thumb. So that's our dream and our vision, is eventually to just get out there and just explore and just travel the world. Our son asked us this morning, so where are you guys going to live? Right here.
This here. Home. I'm not buying no retirement home in any other place. I'll visit other places. Now, Dami Lola is saying hi to everybody, and everybody's saying hi back.
Well, listen.
We Are Dream Warriors says, yeah, good to see people out walking and touching the grass and pooping on the grass.
Pooping on the grass. Did you see who just came up a while ago?
I just did.
Yes.
Jamaica says it smells like.
Hi, Mama.
Oh my goodness!
Come on over here with your surprise. Come show us what you got.
Wow!
Oh! I think Mama went for a Easter egg hunt. And she came home bearing gifts.
What'd you get?
You have fun.
Auntie gave me this.
Auntie
wow!
gave
You got an Easter basket.
What have you got here? You got Easter chocolate.
It's Easter, guys. Look at the excitement.
Wow!
So
say hi to everyone. Say hi.
Tell everybody Happy Easter.
Say Happy Easter. All right, baby.
All right, take your stuff. Ready? Oh my goodness.
We're doing our little
vlog. Excitement.
Wow. She went on an Easter egg hunt.
The excitement.
All of her little treats.
Nobius
this,
is saying that the Egypt video. Oh my goodness. Nobius is telling everybody about our Egypt video. Yes, that was a trip that I had taken a few years ago with my daughter.
Okay.
And
Okay,
it's up on the page. We do have some travel videos that are there on the page now. We have a couple Japan trips. We have the Egypt trip, and we have a few of when we went to Jamaica that are there. But we hope to do a lot more traveling and vlogging and putting up there.
As well as I think there's a couple of shorts up there for when I go golfing.
Yeah.
In the Dominican Republic.
Now,
which
Dream
I do
Warrior
every
says,
January.
yes, good idea, Nino. I think both you and Lo are perfect for travel streams.
We will be traveling and having fun.
Now, Jamerica says that 511, it smells like fish, but that you dilute it in water and you plant with it and everything turns green and grows. I have to look for that 511 then.
I wonder if you put some cayenne pepper with that to kind of scare those little critters.
Well, if you dilute it, she's saying it doesn't really smell. Listen to the excitement where she's finding all it. That kid must have about 10 Easter baskets.
She's got Easter baskets all over the place.
Everybody's welcoming Dami Lola to the channel, and she's thanking everybody. And we are Dream Warriors is thanking us for that, for letting everybody know about them. Now, Bluebird says, I love these vibes. They make my Sunday. Well, thank you. We love doing it, and it's a lot of fun. We have all of you here on this Easter Sunday. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. And we appreciate
you very much for that.
And we love doing this.
Oh,
my goodness. We love doing this. This is the highlight of our week. Medine is shouting out Dream Warriors. Famous loves California Dreamin'. You know Famous? That's one of my favorites too, especially the California Dreaming's mix. May I tell you, listen, I am a hip hop girl from around the way.
But you do like this Siaka one?
It's called Sink into the Frame of the Portrait. That's my ultimate Dream Warriors song. But there's a lot to choose from, right?
Lots to do, lots of options. Lots of options.
Life with Nadine and family is saying, hi, pretty girl. That could be every woman in the chat. You know that, Nadine.
It's not just reserved for the ladies.
Well,
the girls.
Now, Dream Warrior says that he loved the Egypt trip. It was well edited. Well, thank you, because I am the editor. Bluebird saying, Lil Zuri. Oh, we have Cali Bro. Cali Bro says, bless up family and the Infama window.
Yes, welcome to the Infama segment. Chat.
I hope you guys are all giving us a thumbs up as you enter the chat.
So hold on. Who's there? We have 18 people in the chat and 11 thumbs up. Man, on the top of the screen and give the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe.
So.
And when you subscribe, do me a favor.
What?
Call a friend, bring your mother-in-law, sister-in-law, cousin-in-law. I'll bring the people them way in like. Because I guarantee if you all get together here on Nino and Lo,
you
will eventually like each other.
I'd like to keep my
eventually
mint
like
tea.
Each other.
This is mint tea, but it's not it's a bush mint tea. It's that Jamaican bush mint tea.
The real mint tea.
Okay, now you went and see it there.
That's the sweet spot. I'm happy with that if you are.
Okay, I'm happy with it.
Are you happy with that? All right.
Now, guys, tell us who went to church. I know Nadine and Dean went to church because I saw your video. You look like moms and pops in Sunday service. And Goga had his Sunday service today. So did you all go to church? Who went to church this Easter weekend? Now, Dream Warrior says there was a club in Toronto called California Dreams and a restaurant called the Jerk Pit. There is California. So I wrote a song as if they were both in a relationship.
Isn't that interesting?
I got a little different from
California Dream.
So Maydeen wants to know what's in today's menu, Chef Nino. What's in today's menu? Maydeen, there's nothing in today's menu. You know, we're not cooking. You know why? We have fish. Go get the fish and show them how much fish. We still have fish. Mind you, they're all fish heads, but they're fish. There's still a bit of fish. Now, Cali Bro says that fish was looking delicious. Let me tell you. It was a little heavy with the pepper, but you know.
No, you can't be. When it comes to fish, you cannot be heavy with pepper.
Man, tell you people, fish videos.
Fish, you cannot be heavy with pepper. Look at that.
Look at that. Fish head.
It's pure fish head.
Fish head.
You know.
Where's the carrots? I like the carrots. I like
you
the
have to
carrots.
put you on a nice something, my
I'm
girl.
just touching the carrot.
But, yo, listen to me, man.
So that's what's for dinner today. Because yesterday he made the fried bami. He soaked it in the milk, fried the bami, and then he used the fish that was already cooked and made some kind of sauce. Like he cooked it down. Oh, chef's kiss. I want him to do that with this fish that's left, and then we just done off the fish. Nobia says, I love that song. I went to your page, We Are Dreamers, and that song was amazing. California Dreams, yes. Ninja Twan says, I honestly haven't figured out the thumbs up thing. Double tap fast forward if I'm behind, or it rewinds the video. I see. Well, somewhere on your screen, there should be a little thumbs up. And if you tap that, but everybody, it's a little different when you're dealing with mobile. I know, so you'll figure it out. Cali Bro says he loves the fish head. Oh, you guys, I love fish head. I cannot have a fish head with the eyes staring at me like that. And sometimes when the fish is fried, the mouth and the teeth, I can't do it. Bluebird says, yeah, pepper nice, but I'd rather just have spice. You see this little piece of carrot? It's bringing some heat.
You know, I'll tell you, I'll share a little something with you guys that now, when I was a kid growing up in Jamaica, if you got a fish, okay, you were quite fortunate to get a whole fish by yourself.
As a child, no one's going to give you a whole fish.
So you get a whole fish, but in getting a whole fish, there isn't a second fish to be gotten. So when you eat that fish, you gotta eat it down to the dust. You gotta eat every last bit. You gotta suck
Which
off
I don't understand
every single
because
flavor.
They're on an island.
But we're talking about affordability here.
Okay.
We're talking about affordability, and if you have a family, you can only afford so much, and there's only so much fish to go around. You know, I don't recall growing up and seeing a fish fryer have an abundance of fish like that I can just eat at my will. You were limited.
We've been eating fish.
Right? You were limited.
Weekend. We haven't cooked anything else.
Yeah, so when you're eating the fish, you're going to dismantle the entire fish head, take it apart. You're going to eat it like how Gary eating the pepper shrimp.
Oh, is there more pepper shrimps there?
No, just the heads, and I don't think I know how to navigate through those. You know, but it's good though. If I ever see them again in the store, they're actually crawfish.
Yes. There's some more. There's some left over.
No, just the heads.
You can show them.
Just the heads.
Oh.
There's no bodies on there.
We Are Dream Warrior says, I'm a tail guy, Cali Bro. Welcome in. I'm a tail person too when it comes to fish.
You guys are all spoiled with this tail thing.
Nadine says, I love those
I love that.
fish.
I'm looking at 19 thumbs up.
There
and 19
you go.
People. Well, no, call a friend. Do me a big one. Call a friend. Because I want to see that number climb up to 30. I'll be happy. I'll be happy if I see 30.
Guys.
Come on.
Okay, let me finish my comment.
Go, chime into two of your soldiers and tell them to chime in over here.
The Dean says that your fish looks so delicious. It's full of pepper. Jamaica says, my grandma used to eat the fish eyes. And she said it was good for you.
There you go.
I know if my sister-in-law loves
that
eating
improves
the
your
fish
vision,
eyes.
because I used to think as a kid that if you ate a lot of fish head, they'll give you a lot of well, it kind of did.
Cali Bro says Dream Warriors. Cali Bro would love Dream Warriors because a lot of his videos have that kind of old school hip hop. You would love Dream Warriors.
Jazzy kind of feel.
Nobia says, I'm with Lo. I don't want my food looking back at me. There you go.
Really?
Callie says, my daughter lashed fish like a grown woman. Or does he mean that she loves fish? She loves fish?
Loves fish.
Bluebird says, that's true, Nino and Lo. Ninja Twan figured it out on mobile. I have to close the live chat to see the thumbs up icon. There you go.
Okay.
I know it's different on mobile than it is on the laptop. And a lot of devices,
you do see it in a different way.
Now, guys, what I want to do, and you tell me what you think about this, I want to have a subscribe-a-thon. Right? Just like how how do
you do a subscriber?
Just like how some of these YouTubers, these younger ones, like Kyle Sinat and a bunch, they have those subscriber thons.
Kyle who?
Kyle Sinat. He's a famous.
You know Kyle Sinat?
No, but I've watched him.
Oh, he's a famous
YouTuber. He's a famous blogger.
We're trying to link up with him, but
no, we're not.
Aren't we trying to?
No,
I'm trying to. I sent him an email. He didn't respond.
Anyway, Kyle is like.
He's a big dog.
Anyhow, so I see a few of those YouTubers do these things, but what they do it a little different. For every subscriber, they add maybe 3 minutes to the length of their lives. Some of them are on live straight for like 30 days. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'll just do maybe like a 6 hours where it's like a circus atmosphere here. We're inside, we're outside. People are popping in, popping out. We're bringing new subscribers to the channel.
Like our house anyway.
Exactly. That's usually what happens here in the summer anyway.
Summer months, that's what happens.
Look out for that. I want to organize a subscribe-a-thon. That's going to be so much fun.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, and hopefully we can bring in some new people and have some fun here. Catherine's Garden and Home is here.
What's going on, Catherine?
Catherine, oh my gosh. She says, hello, Nino and Lo, and chat. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you.
Welcome to the channel.
She's Dr. Catherine, as a matter of fact, and she has a beautiful garden, guys. So if you're into gardening, make sure you connect to Catherine's Garden and Home. We have Joel Putz here. Hi, Lorna, doing some work in the basement. And look who shows up on my feed. Remember me? Hope you are well. If it's the Joel I'm thinking of, is it the Joel that used to work with me? Is that the Joel that's there?
It's Joel Putz.
And it's not Putz. Well, if that's the Joel I'm thinking of, it's Pitts. The last name is Pitt. It's pronounced Pitts.
And you're pronouncing it Putz?
Because I didn't make the connection.
Oh, jeez.
I think that's
get on her case, Joel.
I think that's who it is.
Get on her case.
I think that's who it is. Where are we? Bluebird says, I like kingfish. It's less sharp on the bones. That's true. But for some reason, guys, we couldn't find any kingfish.
I couldn't find any kingfish.
Couldn't find kingfish. My father loves kingfish.
It was hard to find.
Oh my gosh. Joel says, yep, that's it. Funny thing, guys, about it's not Putz. It's Pitts.
Pitts. Okay.
You're
going to tell a story.
I'm going to tell a story. Sorry, Joel. I have to tell the story. Now, the reason why I didn't realize who he was is because in our line of business, I don't use first names with the doctors that I work with. Okay. Joel is a doctor. I guess I just outed you, Joel. I'm sorry. But the very first time I worked with him, I kept going on the speaker in the department. I kept saying, can I get Dr. Putz to the desk, please? Dr. Putz. The poor man finally came over to me and said, it's Pitts. It's Pitts. Oh, my God. So I got off on a bad foot with him. But, oh, my gosh, nice to have you here. I guess I get in this environment, I can call you Joel, okay? But I realized quite quickly that I was pronouncing his name wrong, and it's actually Pitts. It's not Putz, guys. But everybody, welcome, Joel. Welcome, Joel, to the chat. Nice to have you here. He says he's doing some work in the basement, and we happened upon his feed.
What are you doing, Joel? You doing some renovation, or you just doing housework, or what are you up to in the basement?
I have some bubbles right here.
What you got there, baby?
I think on it.
She's opening up her Easter
basket. Come on over here. Come on this side, baby. Come on
this
side.
The bubbles.
Come on this side of Grand Peak.
Once she puts this in, our chat, this one doesn't work. Look, it's too big.
Oh, maybe you can pour it into that?
Oh, yeah. That's what we have to do.
Yeah, just pour it into that one. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Say, I'm Zuri Bird.
I'm Zuri Bird.
Oh, you want to see something? Zuri and I were practicing this because everybody has their own little understudy. So I'm creating an understudy here for Lo. Ready? Here we go. Wagwan, beautiful people.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Nino.
I'm Zuri.
Oh, my. You see that?
She is ready.
She's taking over my spot, guys.
The understudy is ready. That was nice, baby girl.
So, see, Joel says, I say it way nicer than that. Oh, my gosh. Now, Maydeen says the subscribe-a-thon sounds nice. And Maydeen, hopefully you can join us for that because you don't live too far. So hopefully you can do that. Now, oh, my God, here comes Gary. Here comes Gary.
Oh, Gary's challenging us again.
Gary says, Lo, what of the Jamaican staples that you find controversial would you eat if it was to save your life? Oh my God, what a question.
That's a good question.
I'm referring to the food you typically find objectionable.
Granny,
oh my gosh.
No, you can't do
after,
that.
Maybe,
Not
after.
in that one?
We'll do it. Yeah,
takes bubbles as well?
Yeah, that takes bubbles.
Can I see that?
We'll do it after.
Honey, can I see that?
I think if I had to save my life, I could maybe take a bite of tripe and bean. Maybe I would take a bite of tripe and bean. And I mean, how much of saving my life? It depends. I mean, I could live with a disability to it if I had to eat like cow foot or or cow skin? I don't know. That's a tough question, but I think maybe tripe. No, I don't know. I don't know, Gary. But maybe we'll add that to the subscribe-a-thon. I'm gonna have to eat something.
Okay, honey.
Now where are we? Oh, Bluebird. Bluebird is laughing and saying it's pits. It's pits. It is pits. It's the way it's spelled. It looks like putts, but he says good to see you, and he's an excellent doctor, I might add. So if you're ever in an emerge and you come up with Dr. Pitts, you know you're in good hands. So nice to see you too. Glad that you tuned in. Now Callie says, Joel, I believe you. Guys,
you go figure that out.
I was very humble.
Go figure that out. Okay. Here we go.
Dream Warrior says, good to see that you're a good sport on the name, Joel. Joel says, simple rentals and clearing is what he's doing. Yeah.
Awesome.
We did that.
We need to do some of that. We need to do some of that.
We got to do some of that in our garage. And now that the days are nicer, I think we're going to find some time.
We got to get out there. She just, I know.
Now, Bluebird is saying that you're so cute, Zuri, but you're so noisy.
She's noisy.
She's so fascinated with all her Easter
if you think
stuff.
that is bad, if we only had the second one here with us.
Oh my gosh. It would be chaos.
Be like a whirlwind.
Now we have
like
Miss B. Nelson here. She's saying blessings, beautiful people. Everybody welcome in Miss B.
Miss B. Nelson, welcome.
I believe this is Miss B's first time here. I'm so glad to see all these new faces.
Put up a number one there for Miss B. Because we love having first timers.
Zuri is not shy at all.
Zuri's got her thing. She got her work cut out for her.
And Callie says that he loves the tripe and beans. And Nobia says, hey, Miss B, welcome in. Everybody's giving you the number one sign, Miss Nelson. Miss B. Nelson, glad to have you here. So, guys, what are you doing today? It's Easter Sunday. So some people do it as just a rest day because it's a triple long weekend, right? You get the Friday and you get the Monday.
Well, yeah, there's some people that get the Monday off.
Some people,
a lot of government employees.
This is very religious weekend for some people. And others, it's just all about family and just gathering.
And I'll tell you something. As much as there's a whole lot of tradition going on in Jamaica and in the Caribbean when it comes to Easter and around Good Friday, there's a whole lot of parties. They don't stop partying. Oh yeah.
So they go to church in the morning and party
at night.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a big thing. The parties don't stop around Easter. It's a big weekend.
Everybody's dancing. Miss B. Nelson is
dance.
cutting her 10.
I mean, you have to dance and do the thing. And you have to happy up the thing, nice up the thing. Vibes up the thing, right?
Easter is a time of reflection for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm spiritual. I don't belong to a church or a denomination per se, but of course I'm a believer. And it's a spiritual thing, and it makes you reflect on this time, right?
I think you need to reflect and pick up those damn pine cones on the front grass.
That's sacrilegious.
Is it? Well,
I'm trying to have a spiritual moment with our followers here, and you turn it into the pine cone.
You don't have to do it today. You can do it tomorrow.
Listen, Art, you can barely see the grass. All you can see is the pine cones because we have this beautiful tree.
To think that about a month ago, we were out there and we raked up all the excess leaves. We picked up all the excess pine cones, and you wouldn't even know that right now. So I got to get the dethatcher out, and I got to dethatch the grass.
How are you calling me? And I'm on a live.
Who is this? Is that Nadine?
See, you're on a live. I'm on a live here.
All right, so I'll call you back.
Oh, are you having?
No, hold on.
Who's that? Who's
That's
calling?
Olivine. Say hi.
Oh, Olivine. That's what I thought it was.
Say hello.
Hello.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So she's trying to monopolize on her time. That's one of her cousins from New York that's calling in, interrupting our live and interrupting our chat with our listeners and all our viewers out there. But once again, we want to thank all of you guys for coming out, for checking us out. As Lo said earlier, you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you guys coming out to check it out and to spend the afternoon with us, because you know it's at OIA, so it's just pure vibes. It's just pure vibes, pure actions, pure niceness. That's all we do. We just bring positivity, positive energy. Right?
Yes.
We have all positive energy here. So
take the wheel, Nino. How did he do while I was gone, guys?
How can I do while you're gone?
That's what it says here. They said take the wheel.
I'm having a personal conversation with my people, because you're just the number Well, me no know. Number one and number two.
I'm number one. We all
Number
know
one.
that I'm number one, and that's the way it goes.
Okay.
But I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to have you guys here. But you guys need to tell me: did you go to church today? What did you do today? What's going on? What I going with people?
What are you guys preparing for dinner this afternoon?
We're
Share that
not.
with
We're not
us.
cooking anything.
We're
We're
not
finishing
cooking, but
these
we'd like
bloody
to know.
fish.
We'd like to know what everybody else is having, so
Yes.
we can possibly go to their house for
We
dinner.
We are Dream Warriors said Nino did donuts with the wheel. You did donuts with the wheel. That
Yes.
means you did nothing.
Donuts. Love
Donuts.
donuts. As long as there's chocolate on top. I'm
But
in.
we're trying to figure out what our first trip is going to be, right?
It's a bit of a toss up.
It's a bit of a toss-up.
because we were thinking about going to visit our son in Japan.
It's either going to be Japan,
Or
Anguilla,
or
or
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Oh yeah, Anguilla. We can't. Keep
Yeah, we have to go to
Anguilla out of the
Anguilla.
mix.
Now, Simone
to
said that
Anguilla
she
as
went
well.
to church yesterday and today. Okay, a lot of people do a lot of church on this Easter weekend
As well, Friday.
and
We
Friday.
go to church on Friday as well. know?
Gary says, Lo, I'm holding you to trying a Jamaican staple that normally freaks you out for the subscribe-a-thon.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Wow.
You should have a look at taste of like goat testicles.
Oh, God, don't do it to me. Now, Derek Bryn is here. Derek says he's in studio eating chicken wings.
Wagwan, Derek.
Wagwan, Derek. Big
Welcome
up
to the
yourself,
channel.
Derek has been here before. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining
man.
us, Derek.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Listen, Gary, I don't like you coming up with all these ideas for the subscriber-thon, putting me in the hot seat. Come up with something that he has to do.
Listen. It's way too easy because I'll eat just about anything.
He'll
At
eat
least
anything,
try it.
so you can't give him a challenge
You
where
know?
he has to eat
So,
something.
But I'll share with you one of my biggest fear
Is lizards.
lizards.
But mine too. I don't want to have
I'm
to touch a lizard. I've touched a
Terrified
gecko.
of lizards. A matter of fact, I'll give you one. I think my son had a gecko in his
Yes.
room.
It was a little tiny
Little
thing.
thing in a glass, I guess like a fish tank type of thing. And for years, I never set foot in his room.
Yeah, because he was afraid of the tiny little
in
thing.
his room because there is a gecko there. So just imagine going to a place like Mexico and seeing these, or even Florida, and see these big overgrown dinosaur-looking things. These reptiles.
They were awful.
They're huge.
Yeah,
they're absolutely. We went to see a ruin in Mexico, in Cancun. Might have been Cancun. And in walking to the ruins, all we kept on seeing were
they
iguanas,
look like alligators.
Iguanas everywhere. And when we got to the spot, there were actually tourists there petting these things.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't. I had to go back to the bus.
I said, Lo, let's go. Let's just get out of here. Hold your head straight. Don't look left. Don't look right.
And we went.
Let's just go right back to the bus.
Right back to the bus.
I was like,
Now,
not for
Bluebird
me.
says
Not
Nino
for
did
me.
great. We appreciate you. So I guess Dreamweaver says you did donuts. Bluebird said you did great.
There you go.
Life with
all right.
Nadine says, Lo, send me some of those pants. I love them so much. Oh, the tights.
Which pants?
The
Her
tights.
pants?
Oh, shall I show you my fit? Let me show you my fit. Ooh. Ooh. Listen,
You done?
I'm done.
Okay.
That was just a fashion show for Nadine.
Did you want some more tea or?
Please.
Grab
It
another.
was a lot heavier. So I've worked on my fitness and very proud of where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna start stepping up our walking game again soon. I know Nadine, you and Dean go for a lot of walks, and anybody else that wants to join us, we're gonna reactivate our walking group. So look out for that on our community posts. When I finally get it back up and running, I'm gonna put it on my community post. We can do our walks and compare notes, and everybody can log what they've walked, whether it's a small walk, a big walk, whatever. We can motivate ourselves because every little bit helps, right? Where are we? I don't have my phone, so I got to use this as to read the chat. So DreamWars is welcoming in Derek, and Derek Bryn says, hey, Nightshade. Bluebird is just listening. Jamaica says, people always playing with the wildlife. One day somebody's going to lose a finger or more. I'm telling you, these were not tamed iguanas. These were in the wild, in the ruins, somewhere deep in Mexico. We were looking at the Mayan ruins, and they were all up in there and they were petting them. It was awful. I was so terrified of those things, and they were huge. They looked like alligators, I'm telling you. Nobia says, out there, straight to the bus. Out of there, straight to the bus. That's exactly what we did. Miss B. Nelson says, haven't eaten meat in over 50, thank you, in over 15 years. However, I'm not a vegetarian and I'm loving it. You know what? There's times that we don't eat meat here for at least a week or maybe more. And I don't even miss it because we do a lot of fish.
Other things.
Sometimes we just do straight up veggies. And it's fine. I have no problem with that. Nino makes something that he calls ital stew. Kind of like an ode to the Jamaican Rasta men there, that they make something that's more like, it's a lot of different beans, lentils, and different vegetables,
different types of vegetables,
coconut,
and of course you got to have the coconut milk in there.
Yeah, it's
that
so
just kicks
good.
It up a notch.
I eat that sometimes by itself, sometimes over rice, sometimes over other vegetables, and it's so good. I love that.
But give you a funny story. Now that we're on this topic of iguana, we went to a resort in it was in Mexico, where
they were just in and amongst the close to the beach. Yes, that was Mexico.
So we're actually staying. I think we stayed in a resort called the Sea and Con. So we get to the lobby, and it was kind of dusk when we arrived, and the receptionist says, "Oh yeah, your room is just right there, right there in that building right there." We looked out. We're like, "Building where?"
All we saw was
a jungle.
First, we saw a jungle. And it was pitch dark. There was no building to be seen. You had to walk
literally
through this
before
mini jungle before you got to where we were staying. It was like a little.
So we're all like
apartment.
We literally ran up the stairs, and we got up the stairs. The first thing we did was we looked out. We started plugging the doors
under the
with
door
wet towels.
Wet towel. I don't want nothing crawling in because the gap under the door was about this big.
And this was literally a 5-star resort.
Yeah,
but it was in the jungle.
Yeah,
literally in the bloody jungle.
It was a beautiful resort,
beautiful place.
And it's just that it was in between the buildings where you eat and all that. It seemed like the vegetation was so thick, it was a bit scary. And there was a lot of iguanas and animals in there.
There was everything in there.
Oh, I'm losing the chat. Okay. Where are we? Sorry. Okay. Now Gary says, key phrase low, Jamaican staple. Please allow me to choose the staple. Don't worry, I'll be nice, but it will be challenging. Oh, I don't know about all that. What do you think
you would choose, Gary?
I don't know about all that. Let me think about that.
Give me a hint. Let me know what you think you would choose.
Now Derek says, I have lots of big old iguanas on our property in.
Some of them look like mini dinosaurs.
Oh my gosh, Derek, where are you? Where is your property,
Ouch.
Derek? Where do you have those big old iguanas? Where do you live? And Miss B says, awesome work, looking great.
Thank you,
you know what? On one of my lives, I'm going to show you some before and after. And if I can do it, everybody else can do it. I'm telling you, you just start small. Start with what you can handle. We've revamped what we eat. We've revamped how we do exercise.
As well as tracking your food and tracking your consumption is very important. And drinking lots of water.
That's right. And when you start to see the health benefits, oh my gosh, that motivates you to keep going, right? Mm-hmm. Life with the Dean says, oh, you're so sassy, Lo. Thank you, Mr. Dean. We 50 plus have to be sassy because I'm no spring chicken. As sassy as you may say I am, I'm not a spring chicken, but you know, you got to try your best. Do your best, try your best. We Are Dream Warriors says, yikes. Beef innards. At Maydeen. Did Maydeen make a comment that I missed about beef innards? Ooh. Bluebird says, wild lizards. Oh my. Kiki Rising has joined the chat and says, hey fam. Wagwan Kiki. Happy Easter to you. Glad to have you here. Kiki's been here numerous times, but we can welcome her in, guys. Wagwan Kiki.
We Are Dream Warriors. You know what we're doing?
You know what we say. Do not feed the alligators.
Even if they're lizards masking like
that's right. Dream Warriors has a song, do not feed the alligators because they will bite you. That's right. Even though the lizards are masking as alligators. Derek says he's in the,
Oh, he's in the
Virgin,
Virgin
Islands.
Islands.
Okay, Derek.
Okay, you guys probably have some massive ones.
That's what he
there
says.
for
He
real,
has
eh?
some massive iguanas on
Virgin
his property
Islands.
that look like little dinosaurs.
Right. No, sir. Afraid I wanna.
Oh, people eat lizards. Yes, people eat lizards. As
In
a
some
matter of
places
fact,
they do.
where were we? We were on a cruise and
Honduras,
we stopped in
Central
Honduras.
America,
And we went to a restaurant and they had iguanas
yeah.
on the
and I
menu.
actually
And
tasted
we tried
iguana.
it. You tried
Tasted
it. I didn't
iguana
try
with
it.
this fear that here I am eating this iguana.
They're
and
gonna know.
And his cousin is probably watching me, and he's gonna be so upset.
They're gonna
He's
know
gonna
that
attack
you
me
ate
later
his
on.
cousin.
Yeah.
But Nino tried it and he said it was good. It smelled good. It looked good.
And of course, it tasted like chicken.
Everything tastes like
a cross
chicken.
between chicken and fish.
Virtuous. Oh, what does that say? Virtuous Hoos says blessings, family. Wagwan Virtuous.
Big up yourself.
That's
Virtuous.
a new name. Everybody, welcome in Virtuous. Bluebird is laughing and saying that Lo is sassy. I got to be sassy.
Oh, in the UK.
Everyone's blessing
Virtuous.
up Virtuous.
Welcome to the channel.
Derek is in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. I have some family in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. Derek, I wonder if y'all know each other because it's such a small island.
Yeah, because everybody's like, you live in Toronto? We had a guy one time, we're in the U.S. Guys, you live in Toronto? Do you know Paul?
Yeah.
Paul
yeah.
where?
Yeah.
Paul on Yonge Street. Really? Yeah. No.
Kiki, oh, if you guys hear some yelling, that's my dad on his FaceTime to his family in New York.
He talks like he's talking to somebody across the street.
Across town.
Loud.
Everyone's welcoming Kiki Rising Queen. Everyone. Bluebird says, "Hope
Kiki.
You had a great Easter, everybody."
Man, it's been a fabulous Easter.
Oh,
it's been a
Virtuous
Easter.
is in the UK. I'm in the UK, bro. UK.
I'm in the UK, bro. It's bro.
He says it's Steve.
Bro.
It's Steve.
It's Steve. Hey, Steve. Wagwan family. Steve's my cousin, man. What up, Steve?
Steve, listen.
Welcome, Steve.
He says, loving the show.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you, the names that you all come up with, I love the names. Virtuous.
We love it. We love it, bro. We love it.
We're just here on the Sunday afternoon. Nadine is saying hello to Steve.
Funny enough, Steve, this morning I was talking to someone. I was on another chat. I was talking about the big pot of soup them cooked on a Nin.
What's
right
Nin?
By the train track.
Something somewhere in Jamaica?
Yeah, by St. Elizabeth, down by Ballards Valley.
Guys,
right? The big pot of soup and
Nino will drink from any soup pot in Jamaica. I'm not drinking from any soup pot because they put every piece.
Steve's talking about the cold skin soup.
Who drinks cow skin soup?
We do.
Lord have mercy. Cow skin soup.
Interestingly enough, though, guys, I saw somebody sent me.
Gary, don't get any ideas about the cow skin soup.
Somebody sent me a recipe, and they said, "We know you like unusual things. You might like this." It was a cow skin and okra punch.
Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to envision that.
Well, somebody I was watching on YouTube
I was trying to envision
had a
that.
cabbage.
Very interesting.
Had a cabbage drink. I suppose anything, if you blend it up enough, can turn into a drink. But a cabbage drink.
May I say, cow skin and okra punch? No, that is a man food. A man thing that.
No, you can't keep it.
Some strong back.
Virtuous says, "Big up my partner Naomi." It's a construction company.
That is Steve's construction company.
I see. That your name is your construction company. Okay, it makes sense.
Wicked family.
So Nobius is saying cow skin, and Gary says yes. It was giving you were getting an idea about the cow skin soup. I know you.
What we say here, Naomi. Big up Naomi. Big up from Nino and Lo.
Okay,
Big up yourself. Steve, enough love as always, cuz.
Boy, we had a lot of new faces here today, and I'm so glad that we are vibing on Easter. Now, the rest of our day for Easter, I don't know what we're going to do, but like I said,
we're not going to go pick up pine cones.
No, I'm not picking up pine cones today. We have people pop in, pop out. Mm-hmm. As you saw on our Good Friday, Ninja Twan came. Now we have Miles the Terminator, so we're going to have to feed Miles the Terminator. But we might have a game of Monopoly later. We have some wicked games of Monopoly here, guys? Monopoly.
And we in fact,
we have our house rules.
I'll share you guys. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the show the Family Feud, but my family just auditioned for a spot on the Family Feud, which we're hoping that we will be selected and we'll be filming somewhere in around August, September-ish.
But they don't know yet.
We don't know yet if
Yeah.
we're accepted. We just auditioned. So we
that's
put together
Nino, his brothers, I
one of
think
my
a
brother, my
sister-in-law, and
sister-in-law.
a nephew.
Yep, a couple of nephews, and yeah.
Yep.
So we're hoping that we get selected. We can get on there because I got some visa bills to pay.
Well, if you'd stop buying those,
hope to win the money.
if you'd stop buying those golf clubs.
No, never mind my golf. My golf clubs are a lifetime investment. They're not a one-time. It's not
Guys,
a one-off.
If you ever saw
I'm not so
the
bad.
array
I
of
am
golf,
not-
one of
no,
these days I'm going to
no,
show
I am
you
not so bad.
the golf club
I
collection
am not
that this
so
man
bad.
has.
I've got friends that probably listen. I've bought 2 pairs of golf shoes in the last 10 years. I've got friends that will buy 10 pairs in a month. Right? We got some of my boys who they can't pass a golf store without going in and spending money. I at least try to keep my stuff a little longer. You know I do.
Okay.
You know I do.
Now, Virtuous is saying that juice that you're talking about sounds like an aphrodisiac. Your man drink.
Absolutely. A man food, that man drink. All the woman's supposed to do is blend it up for them.
Ew. We are Dream Warriors is bigging up Naomi. Big up, big up. And
Big up,
Jamaica says this may not be related to what we're talking about, but have you all made manish water?
Of course.
You that Jamaica come
Of
out with
course,
the Jamaican
manish
manish water.
Mm.
Say happy Easter to the chat.
That's our son.
This is the oldest. That's Zuri's dad. He's not known by his name now. He's Zuri's dad.
Happy Easter.
So Jamaica wants to know if he ever.
He had a name.
Yeah,
he had a name at one point.
Basket.
He had a name, but now he's known as Zuri's dad.
He's Zuri's dad. Yeah.
The infamous Zuri.
So Jamaica wants to know if you ever made manish water.
Never.
You've never made it, but
Never.
you drink.
I've drank a lot of it.
Manish water.
Yeah, I've drank a lot of it.
No, every Jamaican household that has Christmas,
No,
every
special occasion,
a special occasion
must include a
have
manish
water. What is manish water?
It's the opposite from a womanish water.
It's a soup that has all sorts of
innards, all the innards of the
cow
cows,
parts,
the,
meaning
goat,
the cow penis, the
goat,
cow balls, the cow, the cow.
What? Goat. It's goat parts, not cow.
But
the
not.
goat?
No,
Goat.
I said cow and goat together.
Oh,
either
okay.
goat or cow, but the balls, the penis, they call it cow
What
cod.
kind of balls? What are you talking about? You mean the testicles?
Yes.
Can you not be a little bit more proper?
And they put it in the soup and they call it the man soup. It's supposed to build their structure.
Aphrodisiac.
Strong soup. So Jamaica, I ain't taking no parts of that manish water.
Jamaica, I'll let you know that I have never made it, but I've drank lots of it and I love it.
Jermaine, you would drink manish water? No time. See that? We said no
These
time.
guys, as I told Lo earlier, I say you're 90% Canadian and 10% Jamaican.
That's okay. But
so in other words,
but the 10%, the 10% Jamaican,
10% on the resort.
the 10% is on the resort. My son says that's right.
Wow,
the 10% Jamaican that's in me is on the resort, and she's not drinking no kind of manish water.
I can't even take her to enjoy the countryside of Jamaica. This woman will say she's going to Jamaica, but her idea of going to Jamaica is being in a resort.
5-star.
Wow.
White
like,
sand.
You need to,
blue
need
water.
Explore.
That's not true. Don't make it seem that bad. I do explore.
What do you mean it's not that bad? It is that bad.
No, I do explore. I love driving through the countryside.
Explore what?
I explore Jamaica. It's just that I'm not drinking from every soup pot. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody got time for that.
You should, because as long as you stay away from Miss Alice.
Yes. Virtuous says, endless love to both you and Lo. And Gary saying, yes, he was getting to that ideal. Yeah, he's trying to think of something that I can eat that I'm going to detest. I know that. Maydeen says, yes, we need the collagen from the cow skin.
Thank you, Maydeen. Thank
you know they sell collagen in powder form.
Fine. And
I
can
always
telling
just
her,
do that.
And she's gone out and bought collagen in the powdered form. And I've said, listen, I don't do that because I eat cow skin.
Yes.
Cow foot.
Yes.
And I get all that collagen. Natural collagen.
That's natural collagen.
Natural collagen.
And those type of ancestral foods are good for that. That's why all those older Jamaican people have that beautiful
their skin, their skin joints.
Yes.
Because of the collagen. Look how me look. Look how me look young. Look how me look fresh and nice.
Okay.
It's all about the
Gary
collagen.
says, Jamaica, yes. The Manish water is very relevant. Okay. Now, Nobia says, okay, that's cool. Nino Low. Not Nino and Low on the Family Feud, because I'm not going to be there. Just
she's not
Nino.
gonna. She's not gonna be.
Nino
on the
and his
Family Feud.
brothers are
I will
going
be
to
on the Family Feud.
My schedule wouldn't allow me to do all the
We were trying to get on the
preliminaries.
version with Steve Harvey, but Steve has been traveling, so we got to take the Canadian version.
Now, Dream Warrior says, I personally know Jamaica. I personally know Jamaica, but no with the. I maybe meant to say don't personally know Jamaica, but no to the Manish water. No,
Really?
Zuri is so cute.
Why are you guys hating on the Manish water, though? I don't understand.
Bluebird was letting Tremaine know that Zuri is so cute.
Zuri is
And
adorable.
Dream Warrior says, "Big up, Pinky." That's
Pinky
what my
AFM.
son's pseudonym is, Pinky. Life of Nadine and Family says, I'm still here, Lo. Nice, Nadine. We're talking about Manish water. I know you probably drink that Manish water, but
well, we know for sure that Nadine eats cold foot.
Yes.
Because her husband was cooking up a cold foot today.
Now, Maydeen Herman says, she's referring to Jamaica and says, I make Manish water 2 times a year. That's probably maybe Christmas and maybe Thanksgiving or Easter. Maydeen says, Nino, I can show you if you're interested.
No, Maydeen, do me one better. When you make it, send a bowl over.
No, you can go there and you can. Maydeen is a very good cook.
I'm sure she is, and I would love to know how to make it, but one of these days
now,
we'll get
Bluebird
together.
Says, yikes.
And make a pot of Manish water.
So what happens if a woman drinks Manish water? Do you grow extra hair on their lips and chins? Yeah, very good question.
No, her engine just rev a look higher. Her engine rev higher.
Well, you don't need Manish water for that. You just need okra water.
There you go.
Okra water.
Okra water, guys. Got to check out our okra water on their channel.
We have a video that is very easy to do.
And even better yet, okra punch. There's an okra punch.
Okra punch actually tastes good.
It's really good. I will endorse that.
It sounds weird, but it actually tastes good. So I was shocked.
This is why I'm thinking that the
cabbage punch.
That the cold skin and okra punch might not be far off. It's hard to think about because it's a little difficult to stomach knowing that you're talking about a meat. Oh, wait a minute. As we're talking about a meat.
It's not meat.
This one here.
Cow skin's not meat.
This one here made it clear today that cow skin is not meat.
Cow skin is not meat.
What is it? Collagen? It's
just the
it's an
skin.
excess of.
It's not meat. No.
I don't know if it's a skin.
And I think when you put that cow skin in a drink, if you boil it out, you're extracting all the collagen. It becomes
it becomes really thick and gooey and gummy and But I would just prefer just.
I'd like to know what happens for all you women in the chat that eat and drink Manish water and these things. What happens?
I told you, you get that extra. What you call it?
You might have to put that blind down a little bit.
You get that extra. What do you call it, thing?
Maydeen says it's for stamina.
Yeah, man, pure stamina.
Watch your tea.
Pure stamina.
Dream Warrior says, I wonder if there's a negative effect with a woman drinking Manish water.
That would be Dream Warrior, that would be a question.
Maydeen says, okay, let's coordinate the next road trip to JA. Okay, that's a plan. Let's coordinate. We'll have Nino and Lo take over Jamaica. Bluebird says, road trip, Maydeen.
Hey, that would be
Virtuous says, collagen, try chicken foot soup.
Yes, there's another.
Jesus Christ, you open Pandora's box.
Hold on. Who said that?
That's Virtuous says that.
Virtuous? I'm all about the chicken foot and chicken foot soup. Chicken foot and cow foot.
Don't make a
cow
mess.
Skin, I'm in. Anytime. A matter of fact, whenever I cook those types of things in the house, I am the only
one that eats it.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Myself, and I have to take dinner for my mother-in-law because she will eat it.
I'm not eating
Nobody else is gonna eat it.
My kids are not. Well,
maybe your dad. Your dad.
My dad might take a little bit, but that's not his favorite.
But she's not gonna eat it. The kids are not gonna eat it. My granddaughter Zuri, she would try it. Zuri is willing to try anything at least once.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing because whenever I cook this stuff, I tell you, I got to be careful. I go into the supermarket to get a pack of cold food. I got to make sure I only get one because it's not because
nobody's going to eat it.
No one else is
but you're right, Virtuous. You can get good source of collagen from chicken foot. And I don't know. I think it's because I didn't grow up eating these things that to me now, as Gary says, I find them objectionable to my palate.
Jamaican is saying I'm in any time for Jamaica.
We should
We're
have a
good for
meetup
that.
in Jamaica,
We're good
guys.
for
That would
We're-
be
sorry,
so
I
much
don't want to
fun.
block where you were. On
Virtuous
chat.
says collagen tried chicken foot soup. Maydeen says yes, Nino, you look good.
Medine, my girl, that's how I'm rich, you know. You know what you talk about.
And listen,
You
we've
know what
known
I talk about
Maydeen for many years since we were.
I have
in
known
grades.
Maydeen as long as I've known you.
Yes,
'Cause
and
we
that's
all
been
went-
over.
We all went to like grade. We're all
over
in grade
30
7
years.
and grade 8
That's
together.
been over 30 years.
Right?
Yes.
So,
And now she lives close to us. So
but
that's
as
nice.
Jamaica is talking about a Jamaica link up anytime, I just find that when you get people linking up, you're better off doing like an Airbnb and
No, who wants?
you want to do a
Listen,
resort.
These people in this house keep mentioning
Oh, my
Airbnb. My
goodness.
kids, he keeps saying Airbnb. You know what happens at an Airbnb? I end up doing the cleanup. No Airbnb. I like a nice resort. Everybody has their little corner. When you want to get together, you get together. You want to meet for a meal, you meet for a meal. Nobody's responsible to cook, clean, or none of that. What's with the Airbnb? No. Resort, me say. A resort, we say.
So you're thinking it's a vacation for you, right?
Yeah, because the Airbnb is not a vacation for me.
Sure
I don't
it
want to
is.
have to make my bed.
You don't
clean
have
up
to make your
kitchen,
bed.
Do all this. No.
You don't have to make your bed. Just leave it on made.
Bluebird says, I would say meat is not skin. That's right. Meat is not skin.
You guys are too purposeful. Skin is ancestral food.
But it's not meat. The question
But
was,
we
would
don't-
you consider skin
Would you
meat?
consider?
Would you consider cow foot meat?
Is it flesh?
It's like bone and gristle. It's not meat.
Is it flesh though?
Meat is the fleshy part.
What's the definition of meat?
Okay, look it up. Our dream warrior says, I never understood chicken foot soup. You can't eat the foot. They eat the foot. Dream warriors, they eat the foot. Miss B Nelson says a pregnancy enhancement. Okay.
There we go. I like that. I like the way
maybe
that
it's
is
the extra
phrased.
collagen. Virtuous says
meat
top
is the
soup
flesh
is the
of an
top
animal,
soup. Yeah, the
especially
flesh.
mammal.
But skin is not flesh, so it's not meat.
So when you leave the chicken skin on, that's not considered. It's just skin, I guess. Just class as skin.
Virtuous is saying that's a top soup. Jamaica says, I'm in anytime. Okay, Jamaica, we have to organize a meetup one of these days.
Meet up and greet up and ting. You know,
Novia says, I'll eat chicken soup. I'm with you there. I'll eat the chicken soup.
Chicken soup or chicken foot soup?
Chicken.
No, me no eat chicken. Me no eat sauce
And
or chicken
every
soup.
time he makes the chicken
I
soup, he wants to
can't-
throw 2 foot in
Guys,
there.
listen. These guys
No, just make
get on
straight
my
chicken
case
soup.
all the time
No.
about making chicken soup. I don't like making chicken soup. I like chicken foot soup. So I come up with a compromise. I will put some foot in there, but you guys don't have to eat it.
But
I
what
will
it does,
fish out
it makes the soup thick and gummy.
And what's wrong with that? That's the
Nothing's
collagen.
wrong with it.
I wanna
Nothing's
share
wrong
the
with it, but
collagen
I
with
don't
you
like
guys.
to see the foot
You don't
staring
have
at
to.
me.
I should put some nail polish on one.
Oh, no, but he doesn't. He doesn't keep the claws on there.
No,
at
I
least.
cut the claws off. But just imagine putting
Oh,
some nail
that's
polish
gross.
on the claws.
All right. Novia says, I don't know about the foot. I don't know about the foot either, but I've been seeing the foot
Don't know
foot in
about
my
the foot,
pot
but
for
think about the
years.
collagen.
But the collagen is good.
But in any event, on another note, guys, we went to a little outing last night. We went to see live performance last night.
Yes.
As a good friend of mine is going to retire from the stage, and he
actually we'll put something up in
it was really a nice
in our community page so that you can link to him and listen to his music.
He's awesome singer, awesome entertainer,
it was
musician.
Really nice.
And it was
a small venue.
Nice. Small venue.
It was live
very
music.
Intimate.
And he had a few of the other local artists from Toronto. It was reggae music. It was a nice outing.
It was a nice outing.
Lots of friends were there. And it was like, I don't know if it was his farewell to the stage or his comeback to the stage.
I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, it was wonderful seeing him on the stage again. It's wonderful seeing him and watching him doing what he loves.
Yes, because he's just
overcome really
a major illness.
Yeah.
So guys, it was
lovely.
such a triumph
Absolutely
to see
lovely.
him return to the stage after being so sick for so long. It was really such a glorious moment. And I'm going to put some I'm gonna put the links up and some pictures up so
Where
you
are
guys
they?
can see. So that just tells
In
me,
the
guys,
back?
you gotta live each day like it's your last. If you have goals in life, don't put them off. Do them today. And it was so nice to see him return to the stage. It was a tearful moment, I must say. Let me get back to the chat. Jigs is here. I call him Jigs, although it's J3GS fam. He says hello to Nino and Lo and hello to the chat. Welcome in and happy Easter. Glad to have you here. You stepped away from your garden for a minute there. We Are Dream Warriors says, I am with you, Jamaica. All roads lead to Jamaica. See, Jamaica says, I want to go to a resort. Thank you, Jamaica.
Okay, Jamaica, let me ask you this. If you go to a resort, would you opt for this resort in Montego Bay, Negril, or Ocho Rios?
Whichever one is.
No, but to me, it's all a different feel, though. It's all a different feel. All three locations, in my opinion, have a different feel. Mm-hmm. And you'll get sand and sea and sun everywhere you go. But
we'll figure that out.
The experience itself might be a little.
Depends on what we want to do, right? Now, what's Gary saying?
Ooh, Runaway Bay.
Gary says, please
it's not a bad
let me
spot.
know.
It's a good in between something.
See?
Gary, you want into natural.
Gary wants in. We really have to organize it. Because Nadine says, that is it, Lo.
We're going to have to do
Nadine says, I vote for a resort too.
Resort,
R&R says for team resort. Mm-hmm. R&R, I don't see a face there. You're on the dark tip, but R&R. See, I think the consensus is no resort. Airbnb resort. Right. See, Kiki Rising Queen says, I vote resort. Oh my God, guys. Okay, that's it. We have to plan this.
Yes.
We're going to plan this resort. Mm-hmm. Resort. We Are Dream Warriors says it would be cool if we all meet up in Jamaica at a resort.
That would be nice.
Maybe we can do it for the fall. Mm-hmm. R&R says, yeah, meet and greet. Nobius says, ooh, nice live performance with Nino and Lo would be nice.
Ooh, wouldn't that be sweet? But I said, wagwan, beautiful people in sunny Jamaica.
Yes, we got to do it. We got to do it.
That would be nice.
Bluebird says, I like live shows. Nobius Nightshade says, what's up? Happy Easter to Jigs and fam.
Wicked.
Jamaica is suggesting Runaway Bay. We've been to Runaway Bay. They have nice beach.
We went to
Runaway
we stayed
at a hotel there.
No,
when
we
my
stayed at the
died.
one that we won't stay at again.
that was because it was a hurricane.
No, I didn't like it. Didn't like it. That wasn't a good experience. Didn't like it.
We Dream Warriors is welcoming J3GS fam in the building.
Big up yourself.
Oh, Kiki's voting for a resort in the grill. Go ask Jermaine and Renee to come. See. Jig says, Nobius, hello. Hope you had a blessed day. Bluebird wants Negril. Says Negril is nice, Kiki. Okay, guys, we need to plan this. I think this sounds like a thing. Judging by all the reactions in the chat, we need to do this. She's in here. Okay, Tremaine, you have to chime in. The chat wants us to do a meet and greet in Jamaica. So a meet and greet in Jamaica. So we got Runaway Bay, we got Montego Bay, and we got Negril. What are you up for?
Daddy,
hosting this thing?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do a meet and greet in Jamaica.
Daddy,
It can't be anywhere else.
Well, it has to be a resort. Renee, you're not coming to say hello to the chat?
Mobe is the only place you could do that.
No, but why? No, it has to be a nice.
Why?
It has to be.
That's where the flag is planted. That's home base. So
yeah, but Mobe is. What hotel would you go to?
Yeah, there's no nice hotel in Mobe. I like either Negril, Runaway Bay sounds nice.
Yeah.
I mean, Rio Mobe is like a party central.
CC is here. CC, Wagwan
CC, big up yourself.
Oh my gosh, CC here. She's saying Tremaine. She's saying hello to you.
Wagwan.
Oh my gosh.
So what do we say? Negril, Ocho Rios, Runaway Beer.
What are they saying in the chat?
The chat, that's what the chat is saying.
Where?
Jamaica says you can watch, you can catch a Juta bus or a taxi from the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To go to Jamaica.
To go to any of the resorts.
To any other of the resorts.
You can catch a bus.
What I'm saying, you asked me where you want to go, right?
That's Zuri's mom, everybody. That's Renee in the chat. This is the makeup artist extraordinaire. So if you live in Toronto, you need your makeup done. That's the girl who needs to do
What's
it.
What's the name of her channel?
Share beauty.
Share beauty.
And I'm gonna put her information in my
Share
community
beauty.
post as well. So
Sometimes
you
they
guys,
call it share beauty.
I lie. They don't call it that. That's just
Yeah,
Nino
I have to do
acting
that.
crazy. But Derek is saying the grill is nice.
I'm still asking, where's your chat saying to go?
The chat is saying they've said a few things.
Runaway
They've
Bae's
said
been
Runaway
pointed out.
Bae. They've
Negril.
said
What's the
Negril.
top?
Huh?
What's the top?
It seems like Negril is the top.
Yeah, looks like Negril.
A lot of
is
people are
run
voting
things.
for Negril,
Yeah.
and they said we should do this meetup. They're down for it. At least 5 people said they are down for it. But I think
What's going on in the UK? Steve, you still on there? Talk to me. How do you feel?
Virtuous says I'm heading to
How do
Jamaica
you feel
June,
about
July. Meet me, and we can tour the island from Negril to Portland and everything in between.
Sweet.
As a matter of fact,
Sweet.
we're trying to get out there in June, Virtuous. So we might just meet
That's
you.
Steve saying he's going. When is he going?
He said he's heading there
June, July.
June,
Me
July.
Yo, Steve, link me up, fam. Link me up.
We're
We can
trying
talk
to- we're
about
trying
this. I
to
would
get
love
there.
to be down there when you're there.
We're trying to get there in June, but everybody for the chat is saying the grill sounds nice. So, oh my goodness.
And just to let you guys know, we're not waiting for no long time to say, "Oh, let's plan it a year from now." And no, not about that. Like,
You gotta take time. You gotta take time.
You need to
It's
take
no
a
time.
little. You need to take a little bit of time. People,
no, but I'm
everybody
saying
do.
no time like the present. Like we can say, let's do
Steve
it.
says he'll
October.
call you tomorrow.
Things
All
take,
right,
Yes.
Steve.
things take a week for you.
Mm.
A couple days.
I
The
think
chat
we
might
can
need
do
some
it
time.
in the fall because people
No, I'm
need to
saying
book
we can,
time
yeah,
off.
we can do it in the
So
fall. That's-
we can start. We can
Oh.
figure out, when people want to go, and we can try and do it for the fall.
that sounds good. The fall sounds good.
Yes, yes, yes.
The
Oh my
fall
gosh,
time
guys, I'm
sounds
excited.
good.
This sounds like it could be a thing.
You know, the next thing after this, guys. Once we can, if we can get this together and do it right,
Yes,
I would love to go to Ghana
that's
as a group.
that could be down the line.
And yeah, I would love to.
And
We can pull
Kiki
this off.
Rising Queen,
Kiki Rising Queen.
you can direct that trip.
That's right. We
But
would
for
love
our
to do that.
first trip, we're gonna do
Yeah,
a
man.
meetup in Jamaica. That would be
Yeah, that'd be
really
cool. That'd be
nice.
real
And
cool. I would
anybody
love
who
that.
can jump on can jump on.
Yeah,
That would
man.
be so. And all of our Jamaican friends that have channels in Jamaica can maybe meet up
We can
too.
link up and for real.
That
I
would
love
be
that.
lovely. Now, Life with
That would
Nadine
be
and family says
awesome.
Bosco Bell Resort
Bosco
or-
Bell.
or Rockabessa in
Hey,
St.
hey.
Mary.
Nadine, what kind of rich place you send we go? Eh? What kind of Rockabessa rich place you
A
send we go?
Rockabessa.
No, Rockabessa is a beautiful place.
Is
though.
it?
It's a nice and it's a
Well-
just picture halfway between Orcharius and Portland, so you get
Okay.
that really
But
relaxed.
Nadine
it's-
should know. Nadine
really-
lives in Jamaica.
No,
so she-
Nadine live at town. Nadine don't know nothing. You don't know
What?
nothing about
What with?
country.
What
You
with?
live at town. Remember that, Nadine? And of course, me off this morning. I said, a country me come from, and you
Jesus
guys
Christ.
come from town.
Nadine, what a man like. Them never cuss you off.
What-
They
When they tell
call.
me,
They
especially
call
though you were in it too.
Montego Bay country.
You were ganging up on me too.
Montego
were
Bay
ganging
is
up on me.
country.
You were ganging up on me
Kingston is
because you come from
city.
Kingston.
I come from
See-
Kingston, so I'm a city girl. You come from Montego Bay. You're a country boy.
But you come from Jamaica. You come from Kingston, but you're only 10% Jamaican. So
But
what
my
does that say to you?
10% is a country girl. Okay. We are Dream Warriors. Say,
I
take
tell
time
you.
with them, Nino. Take time with them.
I have to. They got me this morning. Man. They're all
Because
we
we're
call
all
it
city folks.
Dean and Nadine and Lo all gang up on me and tell me they're all from Kingston and I'm from country.
But it's true.
So I said, let me ask you a question. What do you consider Montego Bay? Then, you know what their response to me was? A country
Country.
too. No, you guys are wrong.
That's country.
They're trying to
They're
say,
all laughing at you.
you know,
They're all
country.
laughing.
So they think everywhere in Jamaica is country except for Kingston.
So Bosco Bell, I have to look these places
Bosco
up.
Bell's on the east side, just outside of Ocherius,
Okay.
going further east.
And
is Bosco Bell.
Aracabessa in St. Mary.
Same thing. Aracabessa is that same direction. It's just laid back, more subdued, relaxed.
No,
type
I
of
want to
place.
go to a resort that's like fun, pure
Yeah.
vibes.
We can find something in Ocherius that's vibesy, just the same,
because
or even Negril, just as vibesy. I think Negril might create a little better option.
Life with the Dean said Dean always want to go there before he lay down. I wish I can let it work out for him. Okay. And Simone TV says am country. She's country too because she's from Clarendon.
Yes, big up Simone TV. Big up.
Oh, we have a new name here. My Akidoya. Where
My
in Kingston are you
Akidoya.
from? Jesus Christ, you ask the tough questions.
She has no idea.
I-
A matter of fact, I will let you know that one time we flew into
Oh my
Kingston.
gosh.
And I got through immigrations and custom, and she was being held up, and I couldn't understand what's taking her so long. So the customs officer is insisting that he will not let her in unless he can tell what part of Kingston she's going. What I mean by that is it Kingston 1, Kingston 2. I don't know how she's supposed to know that.
I don't
The
know.
man gave her such a hard time
Yes.
before he let her in. I think one of
Yes.
his colleagues had to come and rescue her.
Yes.
So,
Yes, but
That's-
I don't know. I think I'm just in the deepest part of Kingston.
which is what?
I don't know.
Kingston Holy?
We used to live in somewhere called Denham Town, my father tells me. And I was born at the Jubilee Hospital. So I'm bona fide Kingston girl, top gala road the set. Okay? So I don't want this country boy coming and questioning my status. I have top gala road status.
I am from Montego Bay with deep roots in St. Elizabeth
my
and
God.
Westmoreland. I am country all the way.
That's right. So as
But
long as you embrace it.
Country with class. I'm not
So
Kingstonian,
Ade, oh my God, sorry, Ade. I'm just gonna call you May. I'm ruining your name. Where are you watching us from? Are you in Jamaica? And Nadine says,
she's
asking Simone, where in Clarendon? Nadine says that she's from Manchester, which is true country. My mother lived in Manchester for a time.
Manchester.
And R&R
Mandeville is in
says,
Manchester.
how about a meet and greet in Scarborough? Well, R&R, I'm planning a subscribe-a-thon, and that might just turn into a meet and greet. So we'll keep you posted. You guys have to keep an eye on my community page. I'm gonna be posting a lot of things in there to keep you up to date with where we are going with.
For real.
But I'm gonna do a subscribe-a-thon soon, and that's good. That should be a meet and greet because there's a lot of YouTubers that I've met that are right here in Toronto, and that would be a great time for them to come.
It's the
and
start
do
of
a
the meet and greet.
because we need to build this community. We need to build this community. Ninja Twan says yes, Scarborough Town Center.
Hey, can we meet in the food court?
Oh my gosh. We Are Dream Warriors says most people don't fully remember where they're from in Kingston. I don't know. I left it when I was so small.
Spalding.
Where
you at, babe?
Here, May says, way to go. Nobius is laughing at Ninja Twan's suggestion about the Scarborough Town Center. Ninja says, I was Kingston 10 before moving to Canada. Well, from my understanding, Ninja Twan, you were
from
the Upper St. Andrew.
Upper St. Andrew.
Upper St. Andrew.
So Ninja Twan,
all the
Ninja
rich
Twan
people
come from where? Red Hills?
I don't know, but him come from a little bit of money.
Yeah, talk with the man business boy come from.
That's
money.
okay. That's okay.
Ninja Twan, go and hold it down.
May says that she's in Scarborough. Okay, May.
Big up yourself,
You're
Scarborough.
from Scarborough.
We appreciate you.
Simone says she's from Spalding, Clarendon.
I know Spalding. Spalding is up in the hills. Lovely place. Nice community. Nice and cool.
R&R says Scarborough is a great start. We might pick a nice park in Scarborough or something so we can have an outdoor barbecue. Bluebird says we need a slight documentary vibe if this meet and greet happens. Yeah, we'll do it. We're
definitely gonna do a vlog, and we probably
Bluebird. Too bad you are so far in the UK. You can bring your docu stills and come and help me with all my editing because I'm telling you, I'm backed up with the editing.
Hey, Bluebird can always meet us in Jamaica.
Yeah, Bluebird, you can meet up. You can meet us in Jamaica. I believe you can get a straight shot flight from the UK.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, we got people in the driveway. Look at all the kids in the driveway. We got Melissa. We got Giancarlo. Everybody in the driveway.
And
things are gone.
Marco Polo.
Oh, May is suggesting Morningside Park. Morningside Park's a good park.
That's not bad. That's not a bad.
Or even the Port Union Park is a good park because that's right by the water's edge. I like that. Bluebird says yes because if I can't,
Park is much more accessible though.
It's accessible, but it's just jungle. It doesn't have a nice. Oh, actually, there's water that runs through there too, but it's not the lake.
No, it's not quite. so
Luber
late.
says yes, because if I can't come, at least I can see the documentary
Absolutely,
version.
we would definitely document that
Yes,
and allow that to float around.
that would be good. Okay, that's another thing. You guys are
Yeah.
giving me lots of work
Great-
to
lots
do.
of great
Lots of
ideas
planning
here.
to happen.
That's a great ideas. We're
this summer.
loving this. Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad that everybody's so engaged and so willing to participate. So we have to plan a meetup here locally. We have to plan a
Jamaica
meetup abroad.
Yes.
We have a subscribe-a-thon to plan.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's going to be so much
All
fun.
right, we're gonna, and again, this is all preparation for the big show.
Which big show?
A couple years from now, when we retire on a big show.
God, that's not a big show.
No, it is a big show. I'm looking forward to
and
it.
like I said,
There's a lot of places on my bucket list that I want to travel
we
to.
don't know yet,
and we're gonna hit that
but
up.
we're trying to carve out a little bit of time to go to an event that's near and dear to us in Jamaica. A family friend is having an event that we really want to try and get there, but so we're trying to work that out. And if we do happen to get there, we'll definitely do
We'd have to document
a little vlog style from Jamaica, and maybe even do inform a window from Jamaica. That would be good. That would be a precursor to the meet and greet. Sounds good?
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Well, we have reached that time, and you're all here. We have 23 people still here
and
with
we're
us.
Loving it.
And guys,
thank you guys so
we've
much
come
for
to
coming
the end
out.
of Informa Window.
Love having you guys here.
Yes.
Love that you can spend your Sunday afternoon with us.
And I hope that you've had a blessed Easter season.
Absolutely.
And whether you are very religious or if you're just spiritual like myself, I pray that you have all the blessings that you desire this Easter season.
And don't forget, if you haven't yet, give us a thumbs up, or if you haven't yet subscribed, or if you have subscribed, please go ahead and do so. We appreciate you.
True, you can do Informa Window anywhere. And Jamaica says, great live. Jamaica,
bless up, man. Bless up. We're enjoying
Jamaica,
this.
you have all the ideas. Glad you were here.
It's been a pleasure watching. Take care and stay blessed.
Simone says, thanks for having us. Life with the Dean says, count me in, guys.
And as I'm going to tell you guys right now, what's on my nose?
I'm out.
All
right, guys, stay blessed. And we'll see you same bat time, same bat channel next week.
Next week, 4:30.
Dream Warriors is saying great stream. Maydeen says bless up yourselves. Yeah, all right, guys.
4:30 next Sunday. Don't forget the Informa Window. We will be back.
Bye.
We gone.